Hey guys, what is up? Zekilla from Zekilla Lives Life, and today we're going to be looking at all my plants in my room, not the ones in the shop or outside because that'll take a little too long, and plus I don't want to walk all the way out there. Okay, because as you can see it's snowing. Well, not snowing anymore, but we've got snow. Alright, so let's get started. I think I'll start in my closet. Yes, I have plants in my closet. So, if we get down in here, this is one of my aloe hybrids. I got these from one pot and they just spread like crazy, so I separated these out like a couple weeks ago, I think. Back there we've got, grab it, some starts of a, oh geez. We've got some starts of a starfish cactus, and they're starting to root up pretty well. They've been out there for about a month or so. Over here we have some Hoya starts back there and some water. And then we have my citrus plants. These are grown from seed, so I don't know what they'll be, but hopefully I can bonsai them if I learn how to bonsai. Right here we have my carnivorous plant seeds, so this is going to be pitcher plants. American pitcher plants is a mix of seeds. And then there are some Cape Sundews. Then we have one of my Nepenthes back there. All my other Nepenthes died, unfortunately. But yeah, there's my one Nepenthes, which is doing pretty good. Hasn't pitchered yet. Hoping it will soon. Right here is my prayer plant. He's doing great, growing like a champ. Then we have two of my African violets that aren't in flower. And then there's a succulent dish with some tiger tooth aloes, calico, and pork and beans. And I don't know what that one is. And then some elephant food right there. Okay, so that's pretty much all that's in the closet right now. Right here we have my shrimp plant, which when I got it went dormant. It looks like this leaf broke off right here, so I might have to take that off and start it, unless it keeps growing, which I think it is. Yeah, this is a pretty cool plant. It gets these really pretty flowers on it that look like that, kind of like shrimp, I guess. Yeah, it's flowered for me once so far, so yeah, just letting it grow. Here's a cactus. I don't know what type of cactus it is. I got these starts from one of my teachers. They had it in the greenhouse, and the cactus was 8 or 9 feet tall. I mean, it just grows like crazy. And these I started sometime last year, probably early fall when I started these. And they're just getting new leaves and pads. So you can see the little starts right there. I cut one of these pads off and grew another one from the half of it. Up here we have some of my cactuses and succulents. There's a golden barrel cactus there. Really like this one. Needs to be repotted though. Here we have an aloe vera. Everybody has an aloe vera. And then we have a hawthorn species of some kind. Here are my lithops. I really like these guys. They're not doing so well for some reason. A couple of them have been dying. I don't know if it's because I haven't been watering them enough or if I've been watering them too much. I've tried to avoid watering them, but the soil in here is really sandy, so it just gets bone dry instantly. And I watered them yesterday, and they seem to be looking a little bit better, but some of them are already a little too far gone. This one's my favorite right there, with all the red colors on it. Here's one of my jade plants. This one's pretty big, pretty decent size. I got this one for $1 right there at a store nearby. And then over here we have a Mammillaria spinosa, cultivar red-headed Irishman. The cultivar it makes it so each little prong has only one needle in it, and it's more of a clustered round type. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Right here we have an old woman cactus which gets flowers, and if you could see, hold on, let me focus, yeah. So if you could see, there's little flower buds all up in there, so hopefully it'll flower. It usually flowers at night, and it flowers at one at a time. Here is another type of cactus. I can't remember what type this is, but I read that it's about 6 foot tall. Let's see. It is a Piloceras species. So I don't know what species it is, but it does get it has pretty nice blue color. You just can't really see it with the light that I'm in. But yeah. Alright, on to the next one. So here is my, one of my poinsettias, and you can see it's gone dormant for the winter, and it'll start getting leaves and shoots in the summertime. Lots of people don't know they go dormant, but they do. Here's another one of these aloe hybrids. This is the main plant that it was from, and they were all in this little pot. And then I have a lot of little babies. In fact, I've given away half of them. And then we have an amaryllis bulb that I need to plant. Alright, I'm gonna have to scoot over. Here we have some type of, can't remember, it's a Noah's Ark plant that gets these little flowers that look like boats, and they get little tinier flowers in them. Right back there is the amaryllis. It's the flower stalk has died. So right here we have my wisteria tree, which it's looking good. And when I first got it, all the leaves just died, but it's coming back, and it's coming back pretty vigorously, as you can see. And down in its pot, I've got my crotons. This is my rainbow croton. Unfortunately, got got burned by a heat lamp because I had it in one of my lizard's cage, and the heat lamp fell down and burned it. Hopefully it'll save it. And then we have this croton, which is a I don't know what it's called, but it's a smaller variety of croton. I like that one as well. Alright, and over here we have one of my palm tree. Got this on sale. It had no leaves when I bought it, but it's coming back, which is good. See, and here's the new frond coming in right here, which is pretty cool. Right here we have a moon cactus. These are pretty common. They're a grafted cactus, and this is a barrel cactus of some kind, and then they graft it onto a dragon fruit cactus. So you could actually cut the top of this off, and the dragon fruit will start to grow, which I might do since I don't really like these, because if you take the top off, you can see it has no chlorophyll, so it can only survive if it has this stalk. Over here we have some of my wandering Jew. Got 3 varieties in there. We got the purple variety, the white stripe variety, and the green variety, which those are growing pretty well. You can see it's getting little babies all off it. And here's one of my pathos plants. I'm going to go into these cages to show you some of the plants that are in there in a few minutes. And back there is a little bird of paradise seedling. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's see if I can get it to focus. Yeah, so it's just a start seedling right now. I've had it in a bag for about 6 months, and it just barely sprouted. So I buried it, and it's growing quite well, I'd say. Here is my African violet. This is the only one I have that's flowering at the moment. So yeah, it's really pretty. It's got white with purple on it. It's a really pretty plant. Right here we have my, what's this called? Anthurium. This is my Anthurium. It's getting new leaves, and I'm trying to, I haven't seen anybody try to propagate these by leaf cuttings, but I'm trying. I've had these leaf cuttings in a rooting hormone sort of thing for about a month now. No roots yet, but still waiting on it. They're still growing, so I'm assuming they're fine. Here's an azalea that I bought today because it was on sale, because it was a Christmas thing. I mean, Valentine's Day thing. So I really like this one because it's got this red one in there, and then it's also got this patchy pink one, and then it's got this light pink one, because there's 4 plants in there. Probably can't see, but there's about 4 plants, and then there's 3 or 4 starts coming out of there, little tiny starts. Here's my corn Dracaena. I actually went to Home Depot the other day, and they had one that was flowering, which I thought was cool, because I've had this one for about 4 years. This one's pretty neglected, though. I don't really care that much about it, and it's got dust all over it, but it's still doing good, and it's got 2 things in it. So hopefully one day that'll flower, because the flowers are pretty pretty. Over here we have my coral tree seedlings that I'm hoping to bonsai. And a coral tree is an African native, and it's got these really cool pods that have these little red beans in them. So it's called a coral bean tree sometimes. And I just took some of the beans and scarified them and planted them, and the next few days these came up, so they're fast growing. Here's a pine tree that I'm trying to bonsai. It's looking nice. Haven't done any work on it yet, it's just got it, so. And here we have my Madagascar palm. I really like this palm. It's got lots of offshoots for some reason. These are pretty easy. You keep them relatively dry, and you can see it's kind of, the top's kind of bending towards the light, which that's not good. And inside, well, hold on. Inside there we have some air plants and a couple epiphytes, which are plants that grow on trees and stuff. And then we have a relative of the wandering Jew. I can't remember its name though. And here we have my heart leafed. Hold on, let's it focus. Come on, get into focus. Hello. I don't think it's going to focus. Oh, there we go. So this is my heart leaf variegated philodendron, not philodendron. Oh, no, philodendron. Never mind, it is a philodendron. Yeah, and that's in with my chameleon, and there's a ficus back there. He's been eating the leaves. Why are you eating the leaves? What's wrong with you? And he's got some Spanish moss starts up there. And then down here we have a bird's nest Severium, yeah, or mother-in-law's tongue. It's got a little shoot coming out there. This one seems to grow faster than other Severiums. Yeah, I really like this one too. And then up here we have a ponytail palm. Oh, please. This one's doing pretty well, and it's just got these crazy long leaves. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And over here we have my succulents and a couple other plants. There's a staghorn fern that I mounted. I need to water it. It's getting a little dry. Let me just climb up here. So here we have a little moss garden area. You need to get this in under a light. But it has some, oh geez, some, what's it called? Passion fruit. It's got some passion fruit seedlings in it. Here's my, not philodendron, I mean my, my Hoya. This is my variegated Hoya carnosa. Haven't seen it flower yet, but got these from my aunt, and she is horrible at cutting them. She just chops it all over, so it's got a few little spots where it's growing new shoots, so hopefully we can get growing, yeah, like right there. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, it's got a new shoot coming out, so that's good. Here's one of my air plants. This is a Xerographica. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's a succulent pot that I made. I've been having a little problem with the mealybugs in there, and we've got a hawthorn right here, another type of hawthorn right here. It's called the Black Knight, and the mealybugs have just been attacking that, so I've got several starts off it, so that's good. Here's a yeah, I don't know the really names. And then there's one that I bought, which is looking pretty poor, if you ask me, just because it's harder to water them because there's so many roots in there, so I need to separate all those out. And here we have a crown of thorns plant. It hasn't flowered yet, but it is, I think it's still pretty. And back here we have a cactus, which I think is rotting, unfortunately, so yeah, but I've had that one for about 6 years, so it's pretty old. And over here we have another staghorn fern, which also needs to be watered, and the Spanish moss, which is growing well, and a little, I think this one's called the Medusa air plant. Sorry, it's not focusing. Yeah, and I just have it in a little pot there. And then we have a Christmas cactus right here, which I did from starts. It's doing pretty good. And here's the other staghorn fern again. And here are some of my plants on this table. Hold on, give it a second. Yep, hold on. One moment. So right here we have some Hoya cuttings from my friend, and some azalea cuttings, and then we have a pineapple plant which is growing great actually. This is the second time I attempted it because I left on vacation to Mexico, and my other one was about, I don't know, good 6 inches across, and my grandpa overwatered it and it died. But that's okay. And here is my chamomile. This is my chamomile. It's growing great. Here's my nasturtium. I'm going to plant that outside when it's summer. And there's a cactus. I got these pads from Mexico, and I just put them in the soil and they started growing. So here we have some African violets. Sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering all the names. Some African violet cuttings. Here we have some Swedish ivy that's growing from a cutting that I got from one of my teachers. Here we have a pregnant onion. You can see it's got a little baby. I don't know if it'll focus. I'm sorry, this video is gonna suck with the focusing. Yeah, it's got a little baby. It's having a hard time standing up, so I have a pencil in there, so it'll. And then several cuttings from different succulents and cactuses. Some of them are mine, some of them are my friends. So got a lot of them. There's the black knight, and you can see it's got little roots over it. Just gonna stick that back in there so it'll grow. Hoping I get lots of plants off that. So let's see, is there anything else? Oh yeah, the plants in the cages. So in here we have one of my bearded dragons. He's pretty nasty. Yeah, you're a meanie, huh? I'm gonna just poke ya. Poke. Okay, and right here we have a hybrid cactus, which is that's supposed to have beautiful flowers when it flowers, and it just spreads like crazy. Like there's tons of little babies, and you can see it's got little roots coming off it. Hold on, let it focus. Let it focus. Sometimes I don't understand why it doesn't focus. Alright, but it's called a... Oh, not that. It's a straw flower cactus. I hate getting the straw flower cactuses, so I have to see if I can get it. It just does not want to make it. Maybe the lenses. No, there we go. Okay. So I don't like getting the straw flowers because they have the straw flowers. I usually remove the straw flowers immediately after I buy them, or before sometimes because nobody likes them. And this is Eschinobovia Rainbow Burst, and it's it's a hybrid between two different genuses. So that's pretty cool. And then in here we also have some cactus seeds from a fishhook barrel cactus. And the seeds have not grown yet at all. So I'm still waiting on those to grow. So hopefully they'll grow soon. Yeah. Yeah, you want to eat them, don't you? He doesn't like me touching him. He's kind of a nasty, huh? Yeah, you're nasty. He doesn't like me much. If you can't tell. Alright. So inside here, this is my crested gecko. You can probably see him right there. So yeah. And it's got a philodendron cutting in there, and it's just growing like crazy. And then here's my woodhouse toad. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see anything, but I've got a spider plant cutting and a philodendron cutting in there as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if the video was kind of blurry. Camera sucks. I need to get a new one. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you. Peace.